Good morning, guys. We're out here. Not really sure when this video is coming to you. I did doing like a 3-part video with the stuff that I've made that I was showing you guys on how to make a good attractant to bring out to the field. This is actually a something that I came up with myself with a mixture of deer cane, mud hole liquid, dirt bag, and some stuff called Lick 'em Stick 'em that I found online. And what I do is I'm out here and I have my green field over next to my house. We're not very far from my house, but you guys can see the green field camera right over there on the pine tree. This is kind of where I come and test out and see what there's some really nice bucks here that I can say I will probably shoot one of them if they came out, but I don't hunt the does here. One thing I can do is check it with the mamas, the babies, see when the rut's in, check stuff to get deer to come out. Last year we had a nice 4-point just come right out through the middle of the yard. I assume it was a 4-point. One side was broke off, the other side had 2. It just come right out through the yard. He was dazed from fighting. Our RV dealership is about a half mile down the street there, and there was probably about 3 years ago, there's a video on my Facebook of it. There was actually three deer. One doe was inside the fence and 2 big bucks that were 8 and 10 points outside the fence fighting. It was a really good spectacle that we got to see there. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you how I make this plot with the stuff. I don't even know what I would call it. We'll just call it the stuff. The stuff that deer love. So I'm going to come right over here and just show you guys what I kind of look for when I'm doing and making one of these spots. I've got a nice feed source right there. If I was hunting these deer on this green field, which the big bucks ain't coming out right there anyways, that's just a spot for those does, and there's some babies running around to have some nice something nice to eat. I wouldn't put this very far away from my green field just because that's where I'd be hunting at. So I'm not gonna try to attract deer out away from. I would even find a spot pretty close to that green field, like inside of a shooting range of my tree stand, or where I would put my lock on or climber, or wherever I'd be hunting at. I would put this closer because I believe the deer are going to come to this and then they'll kind of graze in the field and go on away. That's what they've done on our cameras. But so what I would do is I would find a spot out in the woods where I believe a mature buck would be hanging out, and that would be something with really nice cover, an acorn tree, somewhere nice they can bed with good coverage, and maybe even a water source. And as I'm going through the woods and I'm scouting, you're looking for that kind of stuff, and you can find this right here is about to be perfect. I'm going to show you. If I was in this area, I found the area I wanted to be in, I would patrol that area for something just like this. A nice broken, see this tree, it's rotted. That tree's rotted. It is something nice that you can pour this on and they can eat all of this up. And what I just do then is rake back all of the leaves away and make a spot, something like said right there. And I'm gonna tear it on up. I told you this before, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. And if you're, try to show you this a little bit, there we go. If you're out on your scooter or whatever, you got a rake, a hoe, it don't matter to me. I don't use all that. If I'm just out scouting, I just go with maybe a backpack and have this in there. I've showed y'all in other videos how I carry the deer cane in before. And these little spots like this right here are few and far between at my spot. I'll put some deer cane at a green field. I'll put this stuff out there where I want to really set down on a buck and hunt him and try to give him a reason to come make himself known in that area. And then when you get there in the rut, that buck that's right here, you've kept him in this area. That's all you're trying to do, is make your area pronounced enough that that buck keeps it a part of his travel. And hopefully, you know, keeping it a part of the travel during the rut, if you got enough does in there that he can breed with, I believe he'll stay into your area. So this morning I do got some water with me to show you guys how I mix this stuff up. Hopefully this will work right here next to this tree. A stick in the woods. Oh yeah, it didn't harden too much overnight, so I didn't get too much of that molasses in it. Good dried molasses. If you woke up and you was getting ready to go and you didn't have a good firm product, you could always just put a little bit more molasses in it. But as y'all can see that coming out right there, it's gonna soak into that tree really well, and that rotten tree, and give them something to come after. Okay, and that's almost all of it right there. But now I've got a good base. Sorry about the camera quality there. I'll show you the tree when I'm done. But now I've got a good base. I got a good spot I can come back to. And the deer are gonna love that, guys. The deer love it. Don't smell too bad the second morning, you know, when you're down there mixing it. I don't know, maybe I just got a weak stomach, but it's some of that deer, some of that stuff that they sell to, I don't know why in the world a deer would even want to do it. But guys, that's what I do. That's what I do right here, is pour it onto that tree, and y'all see how it's lingering around on the top of it, right? And that is gonna be, it's running off on the ground some. That's gonna be a really, really good spot that I believe will see some good deer. I'm gonna actually go and show you guys that I'll find that, like this tree right over here, I'll put a I'll put a camera on that tree in this area, and I believe we'll see a good mature buck on that pretty soon. If we don't, we'll probably see some does. We'll see, something will be there, something will be eating that. And then when it turns into rut, I've had times where I don't get that big mature buck on video or on the camera at all, still shots or anything, and hang up some doe in heat, and bam, there he is. And you'll be sitting there shocked that you hadn't saw that big buck in here. Now, the younger bucks, they'll start flocking that pretty quick. That's something they'll pass through here. They'll come up out of that bottom down there in that pasture, and they'll start flogging that pretty quick, because the smell's so, man, they got to get it. They have to get it. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put some water in it, and I'm going to make it a slush when I put my corn out. Sorry about walking down the hill here, don't want to fall. When I put my corn out, I'll pour this a little bit over it, and that'll attract them to that. And we'll have three spots. We have a over this way, we got the corn pile. Over here we have a field. And then in the back, right out through there, you'll see hopefully some pictures of that little spot that we just made right there together. So thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for entertaining my ideas with this. We were sitting in that other video, and I told you we was just right out that roll-up door, and that's where we was. And I thank you guys for liking these videos and understanding that we're just good old boys having fun, and this is something I enjoy doing, is bringing you guys a couple of my recipes, some of the stuff that my dad does. I'm starting to learn more. I'm hunting with him more, hunting with my brother more, and they show me a little bit more than what I actually know. They've been hunting a lot longer than I have. So well, thank you guys for tuning in again. And if you liked the video and you hadn't subscribed, please do. And if you got any questions about the previous kind of a three-part video that I've done, showing you the stuff I use and then showing you how I put it together and then showing you how I put it on the ground and put it to work. If you guys have any questions, comments, drop them below. Hit the thumbs up button, and really appreciate you guys.